Here is the Venerable Drupan Kempo Lodu Namgyal, who is the personal tutor to His Eminence. Here Tenzin Dorje, the General Secretary to His Eminence Jamgon Kongtrul Rinpoche, tells us a little about the events surrounding the discovery of the new Jamgon Rinpoche.
What His Holiness said, it's south of Tsurphu, Monastery. He always he told me he have a vision, he can have vision of rainbow with, he see that Jamgon Rinpoche. And dissolved together, and then he said went back to south part of Tsurphu, and that's why he said his incarnation is same place where we went first time. He told us to go there, and even by first day when His Holiness gave me a letter, that time also I went to see him. He said, there are very good auspicious signs today. When I give you a letter, then I say, what kind of auspicious sign? So when I give you a letter, there will be one big thunder, only one thunder, and sunshine with the raining. And then His Holiness has seen today also there are one rainbow in south part of the mountain.
Another important tulku of the Karma Karju tradition is the 11th Pawo Rinpoche, who was the first tulku to be recognized by the 17th Karmapa. In August 1998, Pawo Rinpoche was on a walk with the monks of his monastery on the slopes of the mountain close to the monastery of Pawo Nenang. The young Pawo Rinpoche suddenly told his monks to dig in this particular spot. Because of his age, 4 years old at the time, the monks questioned him, wondering if this was really necessary and important, as the Tibetan soil is very rocky and any form of digging in Tibet is very difficult. Rinpoche insisted that the digging commence. Thus 10 monks proceeded to dig for quite some time the first day, and after the third day, at almost 1.5 meters, some very special items were discovered. These items were treasures buried by a previous incarnation of Pawo Rinpoche. These included a gold coin, a piece of silver, a piece of red coral, an agate stone, a white conch shell, and 2 other special stones. On the first day of digging, Pawo Rinpoche told the Lamas that they would find these stones. Several of his previous incarnations were great Tertons of the Nyingmapa tradition. He is one of the Gyalwa Yapsi Dun, or the 7 heart sons in the Karmapa Karma Kamsang lineage. The previous Palden Pawo Rinpoche is an emanation of the Buddha Amitabha. The Venerable Bokar Rinpoche, who tells us about Pawo Rinpoche's discovery.
다지 만화조 남백일로라 야왕안치다 야왕아마다 치마 바버도 되네지 라마 트비고 양시 생게데 고 공만에 오마라야 갈사 야와히베게 로주요레 되네 디 로주데 되네 뭐나 전에게 제 덴바임베게다 덴바임베게다 모두 되네 가르사나 되네 다리 파우름부치게 때리야바데 쪼라 자주가라 때리샤바데 다리 되네 때리야바 이니스 코랑게 다리 닦아나 스티네 숨도 대인도 되네 다데 파우 다다 파우름부치 양세는 부치데 되네 파우 컨트롤 정게 되네 공부게 뭐네제데 임바다 되네 저 파우름부치랑 그 양시 되네 배 출매 투긴 오데 다고 그 제나야 되네 투긴 오데 되네 코란 대가라 임베게 당 안주 가서 만화도 몽바다 요 이제 대왕남제다 내레 제 가서 되네 태dom다 로다 용게 졸라 이세베기 체도 되네 대기 체도 된 다리 대디예 되네 대예베 값도 되네 대 지금 먼저 전부 주던데 코나서 갸드에다 상말 가서 숨기도 되이나 당내삼나 되네 개체교된 나란서 등산그 메초라 태dom다 지금 남도 망고 요래 전조 서비스 체도 되네 바우르무체 코난게 꾸이게와 되네 출매인 바다 되네 만조 남바 상제베 추지로라 깨왕 아마도 참아생게 되네 뭐네 담바인 바 되네 대 깨왕 같이 생게 돼 여비기 윤세 뭐주 어다 텐데지 배제면에 삼아로 다인 때 마인백이 저당 그제 고바다 윤세 선소 망보 유지래데 다때 매사버전 쉬신가 말해.
Here Drupal Sewang Rinpoche tells us more about the discovery of the treasure, as well as some stories about the first meeting Pawo Rinpoche had with the Karmapa. Here he shows us the two special stones and a conch shell. One stone is connected to Guru Rinpoche and one to the Shakyamuni Buddha. One of the stones is in the shape of a bird. Pawo Rinpoche wrapped the rest of the treasures in a red cloth and then put a white scarf around the cloth and offered it to the protector of his lineage, Mahakala Bernat Chen. He said the protectors would not be pleased to expose it now, so he placed them inside a locked glass case in the protector's shrine room. In the 8th month of the Tibetan Wood Pig Year, 1995, the young reincarnation, together with Sewang Rinpoche and Nenang's monastery's administration, were granted the first audience at Tsurphu Monastery with His Holiness Karmapa. On the way there, when Pawo Rinpoche first saw the monastery, he suddenly got up from the seat of his vehicle and said loudly, "May Karmapa know." At that time, the young incarnation was only just over a year old. It was a great surprise for everyone with him. They reached the lower summer garden palace at Tsurphu, where the first reception was held. After they arrived at Tsurphu Monastery, he was seated on his historical throne. At that moment, he got up from the throne and said so loudly that everyone present there heard him, "May Karmapa know." This was the previous 7th Dabzang Rinpoche, Ngeden Chugi Nima. In 1992, at the age of 63, he passed away in Hong Kong. Here is the new 8th Dabzang Rinpoche, at the age of 15 months old, at his hair-cutting ceremony at Tsurphu on August 7, 1997. For centuries, the incarnations of the Dabzang tulkus have been recognized as the emanations of Gampopa by the Gyalwa Karmapa, Situ Rinpoche, and Chugyur Lingpa. The previous incarnation of the venerable Dabzang Rinpoche was a close disciple of the previous 16th Gyalwa Karmapa, who wrote a long life prayer for Dabzang Rinpoche, which is as follows: "You who guide the chariot of the teachings of the glorious Karmapa, heart of the practiced lineage, You who are the miraculous Vajra dance of Gampopa, intentionally appearing as a perfect Nirmanakaya, may your life be long. Now Karmapa performs the hair-cutting ritual where the little incarnate tulku becomes a monk. The tenchuk is being offered to the Karmapa. This ceremony represents the offering of the body, speech, and mind of the Buddha. Many Karju monasteries are joining in the offering ceremony. A long life initiation will be performed later in the day. The new Dabzang Rinpoche and Drupal Rinpoche are returning to their main seat of Dilyak Gumpa in Kham. Dilyak Drupal Rinpoche tells us a little bit about the new Dabzang Rinpoche.
Kongtrul temba kamangi dundu chori na choga yansi ko kola ya dundu shuna tene kamaba kongtrul chudemba choge dayina ne payul yoga tiagomba tang tene payul yoga tiagomba de tiagomba shije ning tiagomba tumonga tone tene yansi zeju shu tene zeju shu ne kamaba dayina ma shusonga tone 네 양식 만으로 맞추바 시제니는 요새 대학원가 제가 난 신게 네 답사람 듣고 공말이 되게 요새 그냥 방방 세점에만 참아 이제 캐트되게 네 양식 만으로 맞추바지 맞을 나와야 터버지 네 터버지네 네 양식을 붙이죠 변다 시베 진로 변다 시베게 제가 숨을 통하래 네 까마 양식에 따이데 변다 주베게 체변은 남기 네 고통하당 네 따이나니 그 바다리야 나와 찍지는 어디 바다면 되게 양식 전부 주 네 총네 로직이 되어야 바다 주변에 제가 실이야 주로 잡니 그러니까 말이야 양식이 되니 보다 쪽이 들어가당 되는 남사 선수 쉬네 네 다가 디아 건발이가 네 고수 대배부터 쉬우신 말이야 네, 다시 들으세요.